That's my writing utensil. A 3, a 2, a 1. You know, sometimes we clap at different times.
Do we?
Yeah, so sometimes we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I go, and you're like 1 second behind me. So when I'm trying to line them up, it's like, okay, where? It's like, oh dear.
I thought we were good at being in sync. That's why it's my favorite part. I feel like we did it right.
We did it right that time.
Now I'm just realizing that, like, we haven't been doing it right, and I don't know the difference between when we do it right and when we do it wrong.
You know, it's hard.
Yeah.
Hello, hi, and welcome, peoples, persons, and background characters to another episode of Spinning Tales, a podcast. Maybe. A place where we all acknowledge that we are an amalgamation of stories still being told and do our very best to draw out the storyteller in each of us. You may address me as Jess, and I am joined by my friend, the vibe queen herself, Brittany.
Hi. I do really like that nickname, and I will be keeping it.
That's fine. I've decided because at one of our 0 episodes, you were like, let's just do different episodes or different nicknames every episode. I was like, I could possibly do it. It feels very like psych.
Yeah.
You're my Gus. I don't want to be Sean Spencer.
No. Yes.
Absolutely
you are.
Not.
Yes. No. That is the perfect way to say our dynamic. That is perfect. We are psych. I am your Gus. Yes.
I mean, you are in the medical field. And I am a fake cop. Anyway, hi.
We have business to attend to.
We have business to attend to. The first of business, which I'm not going to be derailed from this time, is I want to know what stories you have been feeding yourself recently. Why is English so hard?
Okay, so I would not say that I'm a slow reader.
Okay.
Right?
I would.
I have recent history, recent evidence would suggest. I have been reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Yes.
Right? And you gave me the first book.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
And I have not finished it.
That's fine.
Because I was like reading it and I was like, oh, I gotta go to sleep. So I put a bookmark in it. And then business. So I'm just sitting there like, what's gonna happen? I'm waiting. But then I realized I'm just prolonging the cliffhanger thing.
Oh, yeah,
because since it's the first book, there's definitely gonna leave off on a cliffhanger anyway.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, you know.
I've got the second book.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'll take that.
I've got all the way up to 6.
I'll take those home today.
And then she never saw them again.
Yeah. But it's the beginning of it is really good. It sets up a good premise. You mentioned this when you gave them to me, that it's like the main character is 30, which is nice because like I'm no longer a teen. So as much as I like young adult novels and like the anime and the webtoons and stuff coming from like a younger perspective and like looking at that, those are exciting. It's like, it's nice to be
amongst adults.
Right. And relate.
In a fantasy world.
Right. And relate to the characters.
Yeah.
I think it's really good. It's fun.
It is fun.
It's
a lot of fun.
Yeah. The anxiety. I don't want to give any spoilers.
Oh yeah.
I would like other people to read this stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You.
Stories that I've been intaking. I honestly, it's been a bit rough. I think that I'm trying to think. Because I asked you the question and I was like, oh, that's going to come back to me. And I don't know what I've been reading or watching or doing. I've been there's a couple of movies I've watched, but they're all movies I've seen before for our podcast, because we are recording our 2009 movies this month, and that's going to be published next month.
Yeah.
Which will be last month for you guys. Nope, 2 months ago for you guys. And then he's going to be on a friend's podcast, and they're doing top 7 grossing movies of 1997. So Rod's been watching those movies, and last night he was going to watch Titanic, but I hate Titanic. Actually, I can't say I hate Titanic. I've never seen Titanic, and I want to keep it going.
If we're talking about movies that we've been taking, I watched Sinners.
Ugh, I want to see it because...
I'm not going to talk about it because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to see it in theaters, even though people keep saying, go watch it in IMAX. I'm like, I don't know that I want to.
It's so good.
I mean,
It's
double Michael B. Jordan on a really, really big screen. What could go wrong? Nothing.
I mean, a lot goes wrong in that movie. But it goes wrong in all the right ways. It was a very good movie. And I like Michael B. Jordan. Don't say anything bad about him. Don't do it because I'm holding on to the few people who like actually seem like good people in Hollywood.
Oh, me? Oh yeah.
You or
you
them or
general.
you or
yes,
you.
please,
right?
Please.
If bad things have happened, protect my innocence a little longer. Right?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. But yeah, but he does a good job. All the other actors do a good job. I've got a new singer that I like from that movie. Like
we love music in this house.
It's so good.
Okay, well, that was such a quick intro, actually. More quicker than we've done before.
Yeah.
English is so hard. I'm just gonna eventually we'll be doing this for a year. We're gonna be able to smash cut me saying English is so hard.
Just over and over and over.
Over and over, because it
over
is.
And over. Your degree wasn't in English.
It was not.
So that's fine.
Correct.
Yeah. If your degree was in English, we would be worried.
We should be worried. We should all be worried. Anyway, so I guess that means we can like hop into what we're doing today.
Yes. Do you want to explain to the folks at home what happened?
I don't know. Oh, what happened? Yes.
Or did you, I can.
You do it.
Yeah. A great tragedy struck us at the end of our last recording. It was horrible. We got up to collect all of our things, clean up, and realized that one of the cameras had stopped recording halfway through. It was my phone. I apologize. And I don't know why I did that. And now I'm like fighting the compulsion to get up and check like every half minute. But that means that our last recording of our OC character build episode was not like presentable. It wasn't going to be presentable. So what we're going to do today is redo that episode.
Yes.
But we're not going to start from scratch because we are not liars. We're not going to pretend we're not liars. You're lying right now.
I feel like it's a real big blanket statement to say.
That's true. You know what?
We're not liars. And it's like, oh, I've done a lie or two in my life.
So,
Santa Claus?
That's fair. I have definitely supported a kid being like, yeah, Santy, he's coming. Okay.
Santa is coming. I lied and said he wasn't.
So, he just broke a child for no reason. So, okay, I'm going to change that statement. We are liars.
Yes.
But we're not going to lie to you this time.
This time.
And we're not going to pretend that it's our first run through. I felt like that would be really robotic.
Yeah.
And like,
agreed.
not like, I wouldn't want to watch that.
Yeah.
Let us pretend this is our first time.
Wow, look how good we are at writing this thing that we saw for the first time.
Man, right? So what we are going to do... Can you laugh like that forever now?
Like Jimmy Carr?
Yeah. Just forever.
No.
Well, why am I even here? I never get what I want.
Why am I here?
Okay.
ADHD is happening so hard right now. Let's go.
It is. It's bad. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to look at the prompts that we did do last time. And we are going to adjust or add to them. And we'll let you guys know as we go. We're going to read the prompt that we have. We're going to spend some time writing it. And then we're going to come back and give you guys kind of a summary and let you know where it went different last time, where it went different this time.
Yes. For those of us who maybe was singing a song in her head and weren't listening to that explanation, can you just say it one more time?
Yeah, I can say that one more time. Just in case anybody missed it, right? You viewers at home could rewind it and listen again if you missed it, but we're going to make sure that you don't have to do that.
I'm so sorry. You can say directly to me this time. They already heard it. Shh, this is between us. What are we doing? What are we doing?
We're going to pull up our new prompts and we're going to read them.
Okay.
And so just so that now I'm talking to the viewers again, right? You will have seen, hopefully, if you're watching these in order, you will have seen us create an OC character. And now we're going to put them in scenarios. Jessica, the numbers did her dirty.
Oh yeah,
the numbers
I forgot
did
about
her.
the nines.
The nines were nining.
Never.
It was bad.
It was bad.
And she made it such heavy questions right from the jump, right? And so when we were writing questions scenarios to put her in, not all of them fit perfectly.
Yeah.
And it created a second episode where Jessica was like, dang, dude.
Yeah.
This time around, I'm excited to see because we've written questions that better fit.
Yes.
Or that will be easier to put your character into.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so you guys are going to get to hear about that summary when we do the summaries at the end.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a time.
If it's not a good time, you can...
idea. Twice. You heard it.
Well, what I was going to say, you can leave. Like, you can press pause on this video and go to the next one.
That's true.
So I think it's going to be a good time.
I do too, but if you don't think it's a good time, that means you've already gotten through it, and so...
Oh, yes. So why are you watching again?
Yeah. You should, though. You should just give us another watch from the beginning, start it off, get to this point, and be like, I didn't think it was a good time, click off.
We like views.
Views.
You can vote. You voted so good.
No, I didn't.
I was trying to help build your self-esteem. Positive reinforcement help. I liked the effort.
Thank you.
That you were giving.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to get our typing utensils?
We're going to utensil our types.
Yes.
Hey, kids. No, kids are the name of my other podcast, people. Hey, background characters. I remember a couple episodes ago, it could have been literally last episode. I don't know. It's been a while since we've recorded. I was a little bit tired, and I said I got a little bit weird. I, again, am more than a little bit tired. If we zoom in a little bit, do you see these dark circles under my eyes? I am fatigued. So some of the ADHD is tiredness. I apologize for anything that happens.
So characters. Let's talk. Some of the ADHD is not tiredness. It's just ADHD. I just want to point that out.
Characters, come in.
No, I'm not done. Also, the fatigue, the tiredness just makes restraint harder, right? It's all still just ADHD.
She's not my therapist, so she can't diagnose me. It's tiredness. Okay,
stop.
Let's get our utensils out.
Okay, wait. No. Come back. Look at me. Don't look at her.
Editor, look over here.
Don't look at her. Look at me. I am not her therapist, but I know it when I see it. Okay.
Okay. All right, so I don't know if I cut out the thing about us lying to you or not. But just in case I did or didn't, I'll keep that in so you don't know what I've lied to you about. We're going to go ahead and write for 10 minutes. Our new prompts, our old prompts, we're going to rewrite or fix up.
So my prompts were good.
That's true. She got good prompts from someone.
I got, by chance, by happenstance, I happened to luck upon the good prompts.
Yes. She did.
And so the universe has given me 3 prompts that were very good that I will expand upon.
Yes.
The universe, by happenstance, gave Jessica 3 prompts. Actually, 5 prompts, multiple of which were actually pretty good. And then she chose the bad ones.
Valid.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start with prompt 1.
Uh-huh.
I am going to refine what I have because I had a pretty good writing process. Jessica is going to like, refine, start over.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Hers, and then we're gonna come back after that 10 minutes and tell you guys what we've got.
I'm also going to utilize Brittany's way of writing for this first part, which is a bullet system where you're getting out like kind of big sweeping moments. So I'm not going to get into the granular like I normally do, which is why I always write 2 paragraphs when she has 3 pages in 10 minutes.
And that's never the way it is.
I want to try to get more of a story out, more of a whole thing to kind of fit these prompts with the character that I built because I really liked him. I had decided in our last go around, his name is Abraham, and his friends call him Broham. Yes. And so...
which, if your name is Abraham and you would like to go by Broham, I am suddenly in the market for a friend.
I mean, honestly, that market is usually closed because no new friends. For me, no new friends. I'm not looking for an Abraham.
I am looking specifically for a Broham.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go for 10 minutes. If you would like to write with us, this is a perfect time to pause. We'll put a really cool transition in here. You can pause, set your own timer for 10 minutes, and work on your own prompts. You can use one of our prompts, which I'm now deciding are going to be written down in the down there square, so that if you want to follow any of our prompts for your characters, you can.
We could also put it in text boxes on the screen, so that when they pause for the 10 minutes, it's right there.
Oh, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. And if you want to utilize one of these for your characters, do it. Set a 10-minute timer, go. Definitely be like us and stop exactly when that timer goes off. Don't keep going and adding more things to details because that's wrong, and you shouldn't give yourself more time when you have a strict time limit. We're definitely going to hold to that right now as well.
Was that lie necessary? If we're talking about when is the right time to lie, was that the right or the wrong time?
This was the left time to lie. So we're going to get started. So here are our prompts up here. Mine is this one. Your character is in their mid to late 20s, and they are faced with someone picking at their insecurities.
My prompt is called The Smart Alec. She is the smartest person in the room, but is playing dumb but pretty as per usual. The loudest voice in the room is also the actual dumbest.
Go!
How long do we do this for?
Ow, my arms. Hey, you. I stopped. What are you doing over there?
Nothing. Ow! Okay. We're back.
All right, we're back.
Now,
yes.
Let's just jump back. I want to start with yours.
No, because I'm following your lead, remember?
If you're following my lead, then it's what I say.
She should not have the power. She's very overpowered.
I would like to start with yours. What was different in your prompt from last time to this time?
So in this prompt last time about insecurities, the prompt was your character is older now, mid-20s maybe, and their parents come and start to nitpick about their insecurities that they've had since they were a kid. This was a part 2 of a different one where it was like, how did they deal with it as a kid, and how do they the same kind of thing. And
I had questions, but you might answer it with what you were about to say.
And the reason why that one didn't work so much was it specifically being about the parents was really difficult because the way I had built this character and how they viewed their family and how tightly knit they were with their family, and also how they handled conflict and stuff, it didn't really work to make... Like, it could have worked, but I had to make the parents really unlikable. Like, remember when I read it and you were like, get her out of my house.
Right
now.
And yeah, the first time around, it was like you had built this character who was very family oriented, and like another prompt, it was like they are so excited to have family over, and blah 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 blah. And so to have a parent who was nitpicky, it was like... It
wasn't nitpicky. It was like less passive aggressive. It was more aggressive, less passive.
And it was like, this is... Oh, it was. I was like, it doesn't fit with everything else about this character.
Yeah.
So I think the specifics of the prompt were like, the premise was bad, right? The character that as we know him, does not have family relations that the prompt is describing.
Yes.
So it was not fitting.
Yes.
So then the new prompt
just made it not about, didn't specify who was poking at it, and was just kind of like, let's highlight what the insecurity is and how it comes about.
Okay.
And then possibly how they react to it. And yes.
Okay.
Not how it's different though.
Okay.
So I'm going to read that, I guess.
Yes.
All right. So this is, maybe I'll cut this out. This is my second attempt, which you might see. But here it says second attempt. We're not going to talk about the first attempt.
I'm going to get water. I'm so sorry. I'm so thirsty.
Weak.
Drinking water is weakness.
I don't want to be strong.
To live without it. I was on the swim team in high school.
Me too.
And were you?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
It sounds like I'm lying, but I was on the swim team.
I didn't know that about you. I wanted to trade stories because I did not know how to join I did not know how to swim when I joined.
Oh, that was like a thing. People were just like, somebody swim. If you want to be on the swim team because you want to get out of the gym and you don't know how to swim, we'll teach you how to swim. Come on.
Oh, you could get out of gym?
Yes.
I still had PE.
I did not.
Oh, well.
I was specifically in sports, so I didn't have to do PE, and I didn't do PE all 4 years of high school.
Oh, that's cool. I did. Well, I don't know if that was a rule or not. Anyway, I was swimming, right? And you're supposed to keep your head under the water as long as you can, aerodynamics or like whatever, right? And the varsity coach was covering for the JV coach one day, and she was pissed. She was so mad. Why do you keep bringing your head out of the water? And she was like, areas for losers.
Excellent, actually. Love that. We should definitely trade stories. Oh, man. I also decided while you were talking, I love you, that I might keep using the transitions, but I might use like the Korean transition where it's just cut for time, where somebody starts talking and it's just like, I don't know how to cut around that. That was really fun, but it's just going to be like in the mid talk, it's going to be a sound and we're going to be moved to something else. And on the screen it's just going to say cut for time. So if you're listening to this audioly and you just hear a sound, whatever this sound is, because I'm going to find it right now, that's what that means.
That's good. That's good.
I like it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes, but
we should honestly.
It's only because this specific episode, all over the place.
Right, all over.
All over.
We shouldn't do this when we're tired. We should like mandate 8 hours of sleep before we record. But we should just cut these things and put it on like as like the backsides, behind the scenes or whatever. So that's like, hey, go watch the other video if you want to get more context or whatever.
Oh yeah, maybe
do the cut for time. Go to the other episodes.
Join us on our Patreon where we just put random clips that were cut out of here that are whole conversations about love.
Yeah. Or philosophical debates about whether or not it's okay to lie.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
should expand on those a little bit because those are good conversations.
Those are good conversations. I'm not going to lie. Many years ago, I had a thought for a podcast that's always a secondary podcast. I was like, this was before I ever had a single podcast. And I was like, if I had a podcast, I know there would be rambling. And I feel like there should be a second podcast that would be like behind a paywall. Hey guys, I'd like to make money. Called Pinned for Later. So it's just like we're in the middle of a conversation, like we'll pin it. And you go to the other one to be like, okay, so we started having this conversation, but we didn't have time for it.
Okay, can we do that?
Start a whole other third podcast for me.
And we haven't even started publishing this podcast.
Uh-huh.
But I want to do that.
Isn't it a fun thing, though? It's just kind of like...
We have so many pinned moments.
We do. We might.
Can we do that?
We might. We could possibly do it.
Do I get a second meal if we record a second podcast?
So I'm going to read this now.
Okay.
You're buying us lunch. No. Okay.
I will.
All right. Okay. So here we go. Like I said before, I went with Brit's way of doing bullet points. I don't know that it works for me as naturally as it works for her, because it's me just kind of like writing things that would probably eventually be paragraphs and being like, I don't know how to connect this, go to the next thing and I'll connect later. So it's a weird cross between like, you'll see, I guess. Here we go. In his mid-20s, Abraham is just out of school and working on building up his career. He is far from his dream home and lives in a relatively nice apartment with roommates. He does his best to build a home here, like a satellite of the one he left behind to start a life here, but with a shared space, you cannot always control who is welcome and who isn't. He's cool with his roommates. One of them is Mavis. One of them, Mavis, he met in an intern program in their last year of undergrad and ended up getting selected to join the company together after graduation. The other roommate, Greg, Mavi's boyfriend. They had been living together for like 2 years, so they're used to Abraham having low-key parties and people over. He's always respectful of their shared spaces and makes sure that his guests are too. Mavi and Greg had become friends with the group over time. One of the monthly gatherings are happening, and Abraham says, yes, of course you can invite people to the game night I'm hosting, because transitive property means if he likes Greg, his roommate, whoever comes over is going to be likable too. This is an incorrect assumption to make. Wow, do you ever take a breath? The stranger says. I thought women were the ones with daily quota of words to hit. They laugh. The laugh they give is genuine, not mean. Like they think what they've just said is truly funny, and they want him to join in on the joke. Abraham does not find it funny. He feels his vocal cords freeze with a familiar kind of anxiety. The stranger laughs again. Come on, man, you know what I mean. And Abraham does. He hears the echoes of things he had heard for years. Give someone else a chance to speak. You love the sound of your own voice, don't you? Why are you always seeking attention? Go gossip with the girls. Could you shut up? Just shut up already. Oh my God, shut up, Abraham. The stranger keeps laughing and pats him on the back. Again, it's not mean, but it feels mean to Abraham. He smiles back at the stranger, offers a polite laugh as he shrugs off their hand and says, yeah, I know what you mean. He's quieter for the rest of the night. His roommate doesn't notice. Only a few of his friends do. Abraham does not host any more parties until he moves out.
Abraham, Broham, no. Not you letting some idiot in a passing comment ruin your, favorite thing to do. Broham. That's sad. Stop writing sad stuff.
Wasn't sad. Okay, you literally is like, how does he deal with an insecurity? Guys.
That's true.
Guys.
That's true. I asked you to write about an insecurity.
You did.
It's an insecurity. And then I got mad at you for it being an insecurity. That's fair. Okay, whatever. Broham. Okay, if you're going to be my new Broham, I would help you. I would support you. I would fight that person for you.
In my mind, some of his friends were like, excuse me?
Yeah. And it's hard because what do you say to that? You're in the middle of a party. You're supposed to be having a good time.
Yeah.
And, this person doesn't even realize how, off.
Yeah. Because, he doesn't know them. And then, some people, say snide things in a sarcastic way, and that's their humor. Mm-hmm. But, I am a sarcastic person. If I don't know you, I'm not going to be sarcastic with you. We have not built that up. So you may take the sarcastic thing I say as truthful. So we're not doing it.
I think there's other times where, people grow up with a sense of humor that is based on a premise of, harming others. Yeah. Right? So, the whole, women are the ones who have to talk a lot. Mm-hmm. Are
Yeah. I hated it as I wrote it. I was like, ew.
Right, but no, it's a real thing that happens, and it's a real thing people think, right? Tangent, should be on a pin for later. You're going to cut this for time, right? And so it's not that women are talking more, but the premise of the chatty woman is the thing. So women are chatty, right? When they're talking, chatty women. And when women are talking, they're discussing something. Mm-hmm. And it's you don't even know if they're getting deep or not. You just assume, and it's a bad premise to start with, but it's one that was very normalized. Yeah. Right? And so it's that's the funny thing to say, mm-hmm. right? And it's been a part of the jokes. I don't even really have to believe it's true, but it's the funny thing. Yeah. And it's but this person is hurt by it. Yeah. Also, it's still the premise of being like a woman is the bad thing. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And so it's this poor guy.
This poor guy. He's just enjoying his time at his house. Step off, dude.
And yeah.
Step off.
There are so many things that men aren't allowed to enjoy because they're afraid of being looked at as feminine.
Yeah.
Right? And that's not fair to them.
That's not.
Right?
Whatsoever.
Liking to talk, being able to engage in conversation makes you personable, not feminine, first and foremost.
Say it again.
Right? Right? And on top of that, right? Like, if you go and you like genuinely enjoy an activity and it is good for you, it shouldn't matter if the majority of people who enjoy that are women.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be a woman, you're not a woman, you just like that thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be bad, and you should be able to enjoy it without being put down for it.
Correct.
Anyway, we need to do better for our guys.
We do. We do.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah.
I wrote a lot more this time because...
Yeah. I like this version better than the other version.
Yes.
And it fits like the character that you described in the build portion better. So that's really good.
Yeah. You want to see what I wrote before? Just kidding. I'm not sharing that. I forgot to say this. Where it ended in my brain, like Mavi is like one of his lifelong friends. Like that was one of the friends that we had talked about in the character build. It's like, who are the closest people? And I was like, his partner. He's got one friend. He's got another friend named Mavis or something. I don't know. That's the name coming to mind. So that's her. She breaks up with Greg. Like, not for that, but they don't last. But like,
there's a whole world.
There's a whole world. So like, his roommate doesn't notice. Some of his friends do. She's one of his friends that notice. You know. So it's things like that where it's like that even wasn't on the page, but I have the understanding as the writer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. I will talk about mine now.
Okay.
In my first one, my prompt was the same, first and second. So what I'm going to read to you guys now is essentially the same. I just got to add some things to it. And so I just added to the top portion more detail, right? And I had to like Google what makes a good bar scene.
Because I don't know.
Right? No, I don't know. Like, I've been bar hopping before. I don't like beer.
That's fair.
And I've
what
like
do people call good.
Right. I've been in a spot and been like, oh, this is good music. And then that's what I'm into. Is the rest of it good? I don't know. So I basically just got to write more of like an intro. So she walks into a bar with her friends feeling good. Her hair was behaving today, curls doing what they were supposed to, and a pretty dress that got some air when she spun. Orange. It's an orange dress. She loved a dress with some twirl for a night of dancing. She hadn't been in blank city for a long time, but had met blank, blank, and blank, and they knew the bar/club scene really well. The night had been fun, hopping from place to place. Some dancing here, some pool there. This spot had a poker table going. Laughing, swaying to the music, she and her friends decide to jump in on the next round of poker. So their events are happening, and there's another guy who's waiting on the poker table. A guy is waiting to play poker in the next round as well and starts talking trash. He's interacting with the group, but talking big about being able to tell their tales and goad them into betting money. He goes on about the different kinds of poker, naming them and mistaking one kind for another. He's clearly trying to get into their heads, thinking he can make a quick buck. She reads him for a mark. She can tell she's better at poker because she can mask better, but even that doesn't matter too much because she is better at cheating. This idiot is trying to intimidate. I'll pretend to be more drunk than I am. Yeah.
She's a vibe. Maybe that's why that's why you're the vibe queen, because Okay.
It was good.
It was.
I really like being able to like flesh out the beginning part.
Yeah.
Cause like I kind of just dropped her in the first time and it was like bar, laughing, good times, I think. And then the rest of it, and so I got to flesh out that first part.
Yeah. I really liked it. I like the fleshing out, the building of the environment that she's in, and just having a good time, being able to see that a lot. I also really like that you just like blank for those. Like, oh yeah, because sometimes I sit there way too long naming things. Do you know how long it took me to name Greg? A long time.
I Do not do names.
You're gonna have to eventually, but that could be the last thing.
We'll see.
Just put MC every time for main character, and then Control Alt when you find, or like Control replace all when you know what their name is. Yeah. But you have to have short names for every character at that point. One of the things I really like working with you and seeing how you work is like how you push through the things that I would stall at. Like it would take me so long to like, I need a name. I need to figure out a name. I need to put something because I need differentiating to just be like, that's not the important part. The important part is other stuff, so I'm moving through. So I really like that it helps you to like get the entirety of the story out more quickly. And so you can go back and make the changes that you want to, right? You didn't have to stall up here as you were flushing out the top or the beginning of this in your second attempt. I like it.
Thank you.
I also like this man who talks too much. I mean, I don't. I just think it's funny. It's like, I mean, I'm better at poker, but I'm even better at cheating. And that's the way to have a fun night.
When is lying okay? When is lying okay? When you're making a buck at the poker table.
Yeah.
I don't know how to play poker.
I don't either.
That's hard. I think, so I'm not a writer. But I imagine trying to write a character with skills that you don't have. That's the thing that I'm running into with this character. Is like, I don't lie a bunch. I don't cheat at poker. I don't go out dancing.
We can change some of those things.
I can start lying more for practice.
Let's cheat at poker by just being bad. That's how I do it. It's just like, I don't know how to play this. You're doing those rules wrong. That's fine. That's cheating, not being bad. It's both. Okay, I like this. I like this a lot. We're going to go ahead and do our next ones. So, my next prompt is called Relaxing at Home. We titled all these this time around. We gave them like vibes. You're like, this is what this is. So this segment is called Relaxing at Home. This is one I didn't do last time. Though I was like, why didn't I choose this when he's a lot about the home that he's built? So I'm actually going to do this one this time, and I'm excited about it because I want to be able to like paint what I think his dream home is, considering that was the first of the 9s. So I was like, oh, I guess this is important. So I'm going to do a relaxing night at home. So my prompt is, I want to see your character at peace. Put them at home. Make it a quiet evening in the house, time to breathe. How do they relax? What do they think about? This is internal dialogue only, unless they talk or sing or pray out loud. Yeah.
Okay. My prompt is called Risky Business. She takes an unnecessary risk. Who is she with? And how does it affect the people she is with? How old is she? That's it.
Nice. Okay, so here's another transitions for you babes, babettes, and bathems.
I like it. I like that a lot.
Transition.
Okay. We'll mix it up and I will go first this time.
Okay.
I did not make as many changes to my prompt 2. My prompt 2. I was able to read through and consider some things and move things that were her actual thoughts into like and you'll see in the thing I like italicized them and like put a gray background behind it because those are not things that she's learned to think about yet.
Okay.
Right? I was able to think about her character, her age. She's still naive. When you're young and your brain isn't fully formed yet, you're like, yeah, I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Right? So she hasn't learned to think about these things yet.
The audacity of the young.
Sometimes we need it. Sometimes we need it. Yeah. That's good.
Thanks.
Oh, and on the fly. So she is early 20s, 21, 22. She's with some new friends in a new city, a mixed group of guys and girls, 5 of them all together, who have been bar hopping. Enjoying the nightlife. Hair in a half up, half down style with 2 afro puffs in the back and the back bottom of her hair sitting on her shoulders. She has a lot of hair. She can count cards. She plans to lose a couple of rounds and then let him goad her into betting bigger. As they sit to play poker, she asks questions. She slurs her words a little more, pouts and tilts her head as the guy is explaining the game. She lets someone else in the group offer a correction, but it doesn't seem like anyone here is actually intimately familiar with the game. What I have grayed out is if she plays too stupid, she won't be able to call out nonsense later. If she doesn't play stupid enough, he won't risk more money. I don't think that she's learned to think about these things yet, so she's going to play big dumb and like bet a bunch of money. So her thoughts are, how much money can I get out of him? Maybe I can just match whatever he's trying to get out of us. Maybe I can push him a little further, right? Grayed out again. I could bet a few $100s, but that would mean admitting that I have it on me and possibly having this guy come after us after this is over. It would be, and that would be unexpected to the friends, like knowing that she has that much money on her and this guy could possibly get violent. So those are all risk factors that are there that she's not thinking about it. And she's just like, okay, I'm going to go a few rounds. She loses the first one miserably. And then she like plays out another one and it's fine. And so she, goes to play dumb and then flashes her cards. This is a good hand, right? The guy says, well, no, it doesn't beat this one. Yes, it does. Her answer comes too quickly, too sharply. That sentence probably didn't sound like she was drunk. But she leads into anger and tries to slur some of her words again. And that's where I ended. So she's going to try to like play it off.
Yeah.
But I think if I got the chance to continue the story, she would like try to play up the drunk but angry bit. And then be like, yes, it does. And like pull out her phone and be like, see, this hand does beat this hand. We can take this money, right? And then be like, haha, I got away with it. And then have this guy be like pissed.
Yeah.
Right? And then that anger is going to be something that the group is going to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's usually the way that works.
I think I really like it. I like the slip up on her end, but also I really like the like idea that she's like, I'm gonna con this guy, not thinking like he's just
gonna be angry.
No, not even that. Like he's gonna con you. She doesn't know what she's doing anyway. Like, oh man, she could take my money, but she doesn't know how to play this game. So what's she gonna do? Oh man, you could have won, but you don't. Like I like the deepening of that like con a lot, and then being like, how do you play at that point? You know, like, and her being like instantly like, no, wow, you really are stupider than I thought, you know, like, because that's her personality because she's young and she's not thinking through these things, you know, right? Like, okay, so are you doubling down? Are you admitting that you're a shark right now? And the problems that creates, like, I could see depending on what kind of story we're writing, ooh, scary. Like, where are we? What's going on? What is this world that we're like trying to hustle? I really do like that you're like, hey, these are things that I'm considering as a writer. This is one of the things, right? Even in my last one where you like saw me going like, oh, all this background information that has nothing to do with the prompt. It's stuff that I need to know that feeds into, right? Where it's just like, well, his roommates, like, well, you like your roommates? Why didn't you like, how did you meet your roommates? And putting all those things in, right? And because like as a writer, that may not actually ever make it on the page to what is like, this is the final thing, but I need to know this information because I have the answers. It's the same thing that we talked about in our second episode, Make a Movie, where I was like, it has to be logical. Like, so I need to understand it even if the character's not doing these things, right?
Right.
So you're sitting here being like, oh, she's thinking this is probably what she should do and what she shouldn't, but she's 20. She has to learn that lesson sometime, and this is the lesson. She didn't learn it at 14.
She might get a scar from this, and it's a constant physical reminder of, you know, you got to be careful. You
know, like, and these are the things that you think of as a writer. Like, that part's not going on the page, but I have to understand that. Like, I have to understand the psychology of this character and where they are falling short and where they have to learn these lessons in life. Yeah. You know? So I really, really like that you even like pointed those things out as like, these are things that I'm considering, but they're not going to be on the page for the story.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like this podcast because it's very validating.
And also, pew, pew, pew. Oh, I actually got you on that one.
You did.
It's validating.
See,
in between the actual physical. Nice. Okay, so I can read mine.
Yes.
It's gonna be not short. So
I like that.
This one is a first attempt because I did not, as I said before, do a first attempt on this one. This is my first one. And I got a lot of things in because the bullet stuff does really help. It helps to like get long form stuff out. I'm interested to see how I can put it back into a story form, like what stuff stays, what doesn't. Because like I said, right, like there's some stuff like that doesn't have to be on the page. So what gets cut, right? Even though it's like from my understanding. So yeah, just large sweeping things without like going to the granular details of how we're feeling. But there are things that I can like pull out where I'm like, they're feeling this, they're feeling that. So here we go with my prompt about relaxing at home. It's not gonna be sad or emotional. What? It's not.
Well, the way you said that made me think that it is.
Intonation is everything. All right, here we go. He pulls in his driveway, parks his car, and just sits. It's Thursday. He's having folks over for a holiday meal this weekend. Nowruz falls on Saturday this year. It's the Iranian New Year is what that is. A step up from last year. The mad rush of getting things ready on a Friday, even as he had taken a half day to do it, was not an experience he wanted to do again. But this year, it was going to be even bigger as he was friends with more people who celebrated. He decided right then and there, sitting in his car, staring at his garage door, as his garage door slowly rolled open, that he would take Friday off and get his home as ready as possible, which was for the best. That decision made, he climbed out of his car, closing it with a thump, and walked into the open garage. His garage is not used for cars. He's constantly dodging his HOA for this. It has been made up to be a movie watching place. Chairs and whatnot facing the garage door, and when the door is down, the projection screen can be rolled down, and it is a theater. He had even converted the back wall of the garage into sliding glass doors with screens that showed into his entry hall and one of his guest bathrooms. If needed, you can open the doors and the AC would warm or cool the garage from the house. He thinks about just collapsing on one of the sofas in there as the garage door rolls back down into place, but the room is too big to be alone in at the moment, and he wants to feel cozy. He lets himself into the house, dropping his work bag near the door and making his way to the kitchen. He stares at the fridge without opening it, knowing there are no leftovers in there. His fridge is packed with ingredients for the meal this weekend, prepped for cooking. He would have leftovers after, but nothing for him now. He should have stopped for food before coming home, but he could not stand another moment out in the world today, so he had driven home on autopilot. He goes to the pantry, hoping to find forgotten about cereal or something of the sort, but not above eating it dry just to get through the night. He sees a small, crusty loaf of bread in there, wrapped in plastic and sealed in a container. It was from Blue. She had dropped off the loaf along with a frozen bag of soup she had made last week sometime, with a note that said, "On a day when you want home cooking but don't want to be a home cook." He had smiled about it then, and he smiles again now. He whips out his phone to text her a thanks and asks what is the best way to reheat the soup. While he waits for her response, he navigates to his music app and plays his Home Alone playlist. His Bluetooth connects immediately to the many speakers throughout his home, and soon the house feels less empty, with music softly playing from each room. Blue texts him back instructions and demands that he send her a review of the taste as soon as he's eaten. He makes no promises to do such a thing, and the two continue to lightly banter as Abraham goes through the efforts to defrost the soup and recrispify the bread. He changes into home clothes and leans against the counter, texting Blue as the food gets ready. Eventually, they hop on a voice call and talk while he eats. He compliments the food overly so and outrageously, making them both laugh. When he finishes eating, he doesn't bother with the dishes, rather moves into the small family room and turns on the TV. He syncs up a show to watch with Blue, who has now made it back to her own home and is ready to settle in for the night. It gets late, and Blue says so, asking if he should head to bed since work is tomorrow. He tells her he's taking the day off to prep for Nowruz, since the year before was such a stress show. Blue says she's getting off early tomorrow and would be down to come and help him set up. He can't help his smile when he accepts her help. They watch 2 episodes of their show together before Blue has to go, since he is playing hooky the next day. Since she isn't playing hooky the next day. They say goodbye, and as the soft music returns to all the house, now that his call has ended, he makes his own way to bed, excited for the full next day.
That was not sad.
I know.
That was good.
I said it wasn't sad.
You know what you do. That was very good. I liked that. I like seeing our boy happy.
It was like, it was like a little bit stressful. We were like, ugh. No, I'm not going to work. I have sick days for a reason.
Yeah, no, I liked that a lot.
There's
also,
so much red. I am so dyslexic, guys.
Yeah, it's fine. I also like this relationship with Blue, right? A friend who gives you food is a friend indeed.
Indeed.
Right? No, that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I like slice of life things.
Slice of life is nice.
Yeah.
I like to participate in it. I'm not very good at, doing it often.
You just did it.
Often, because it's so nice and cozy, but I obviously like a little bit more drama.
You drama? No.
No, never. I try to get some bits of his house,
Yeah.
because I was like, we see.
Was the prompt to describe the home?
Yeah, it was in the prompt.
How do they relax? Is it difficult to do so? What do they think about in their time away from work? Internal dialogue only. It wasn't difficult to do so. He was able to.
Yeah.
He relaxed by talking to Blue.
I really like that this comes after the other one, because he was like, I'm living with roommates and you can't dictate a lot of stuff with who's allowed in and who's not. And so from that experience, he was kind of like, yeah, I need my own space. But he also doesn't like being alone. So it's like, I have my own space and people are welcome anytime. But if people don't want to come, this is a lot of space for just me, right?
Yeah.
So being like, I'm so tired, I just want to drop onto one of my cozy couches. The first one I see is in my garage, but it's when no one's in there, it's echoey. It's cold or hot depending on what the temperature is. It's like, okay, so I have to go inside, and inside is set up for people, for hospitality, right? He has to go to a small room to feel like he's less alone in his house. But that's a compromise he had to make, because having other people live in your home lets them dictate some stuff. So it's like a compromise, and he was still dragging until he got on the phone with someone who was his friend, until he felt some sort of connection. And that is how he was able to relax. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. But
I will go home and put my phone on silent.
But that is not what it is for him.
Yeah. No, I liked that. I like being able to see elements of a character play out. Right? Because you can see the way that he thinks about people and the way that he's designed his home.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's really great. And also the way that he stocks his fridge.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, I didn't think about me eating.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about these other people eating.
Yeah.
Which I'm not his therapist or your therapist.
That's fair.
But I have questions about priority because these are good, excellent elements, right? It is good to be have such community around you that you love to be there. But I wonder how severe it is, because if you are neglecting your own needs, I have a problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, how intolerable is he to the being alone? Because there's a limit there. It's one thing to prefer being around people, and it's one thing to be dependent on it. And I would just like to see if where on the spectrum that is.
I have not put him in such a situation yet, so I do not know.
Okay.
I will say, though, when we did this last time, all the ones that I vetoed, most of them involved his partner. His partner was one of the ones who, is the stopgap a lot. Once they, he has his own boundaries. He does, but, they are pretty far back. You have to do a lot to encroach on what his boundary is. He's strong when the boundary has been hit, but his boundary is real, real close to his body. Right? Where it's that boundary should be directly in the middle between us, but it's all the way over here,
So he can enforce a boundary
Mm-hmm.
when it's very clear that it needs to be.
Yes.
But he's not necessarily good at placing boundaries in healthy spots.
Yeah.
Because if the boundary is right here, you have to be stepping on my toes.
Yeah.
And I would rather do it while you're getting close to my toes. Right? And that's not even about like preference or whatever. That's like objectively, that's where it's supposed to be. So that you can let people know and give them warnings before you've been hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Or before you've been damaged.
Hi, Jess here from Editing Central. If you are listening to this and you heard a drop in audio quality, or if you're watching this and saw a switch up of the visuals along with a drop in audio quality, I am here to tell you that our main camera died without acknowledging us, and we did not know. And it also had our sound. So the rest of this episode is going to have potato sound quality. I like potatoes. I don't want to insult potatoes that way. It's gonna have potato bug sound quality. It's gonna be rough, and it's probably gonna be pretty short. I'm gonna cut all the fun stuff that we probably end up talking about because I don't want to edit this really echoey mess. So sorry about that. If you want to see any more detailed stuff about this, maybe we'll come back to it, come back to these characters. We do have some plans for it. But as for now, my apologies. Let's get back to it, I guess. Sorry.
Number 3?
For sure.
Now I liked this one.
For you or for me?
For me.
Okay.
I like yours. Do you want to go first?
No. Oh, we haven't. You mean reading it? Reading
Reading the prompt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She made these prompts. The first kiss. Did they make the first move? Or did the other person? Were they nervous? Did they panic? Who was it with? Was it good or bad? Include descriptions of the character's physical reaction to the situation. That's
the prompt.
That was the prompt she gave me.
That's the prompt I gave her. I still like that prompt. I stand by it.
I would like to, I'm not going to because I don't want to do the work, and clip the portion from the last episode where she was like, I haven't had to think about my character sexually. That's weird. She's kiss.
You can do
Smooch. Okay. And which was yours?
A stranger's home. She wrote this prompt.
Oh yeah.
She goes with a friend to a house party. The house turns out to be Jessica's character's place, and the party is more of a kickback filled with board games. What is her impression of the home? What is her impression of the people gathered? Does she interact with the host? What is her impression of the host? That's it.
Nice. I think this will be even interesting as well because, like, I've given you more things that, like, you already knew. We described some of the home before. Like,
right.
What it looked like and how different things were connected and how it was set up for parties. So, and now you know what the garage looks like.
Yeah. There's probably a movie playing or something.
There's probably a movie playing where people are like, I don't want to play Catan. I don't want to do it. I don't want to be in a room near.
I have heard mixed reviews about Catan, and I'm afraid to play it.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing it with any of our friends that play Catan. No.
That's facts.
Oh god. I can't. I mean, Arita's.
Why are you making it weird? Like, it doesn't have to be sexual. Can we have 5 more minutes?
I'm so scared. Sure.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ready?
No.
Do you want me to read mine and then you can write yours while I read?
Let me just read the last bit to make sure there's no, like, dangling bits.
Dangling bits?
That's what I said.
What did you write?
Awful things. Oh, God. Okay. I'm sorry.
Do you want to go first?
No.
I think you should go first.
Why? It's short.
I went first the last time.
That's fair. Mine is shorter than yours. Okay. So, hey guys. There's a reason I'll never write romance. All right. So you guys saw what my was. All right. Their lips came. I love that you're just watching me, not reading it. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's fine this way. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Their lips came together with a soft bounce, resting on each other for a little more than a second before he pulled away, giving her space. He honestly hadn't meant to kiss her at all. Yes, he had thought about. Yes, the thought had crossed his mind with an increasing frequency over the last year and a half, but he thought he was doing an excellent job of suppressing the urge. Lou, I'm sorry, he started out. I didn't mean... He stops himself. He couldn't say he didn't mean it, because slip up or not, he had wanted to kiss her. Are you okay? He pivots to instead. No, she says. His heart seizes and his stomach drops heavily into his gut. A slow horror rolls through his body with the speed and shock of electricity that makes him feel sick. But then she's pushing into him, grabbing his neck and pulling him down to her again, her lips open on his when they meet this time. He gasps into her open mouth, and he would feel extremely embarrassed about it if his brain wasn't in the process of short-circuiting. She uses that opportunity to press her tongue against his lower lip, dipping slightly into his mouth. It's awkward?
No, keep going.
Okay.
She is moving. He said, "Oh no, was that too much? Oh no." And she said, "What are you doing?" Okay, go.
Okay. She uses that opportunity to press her tongue against his lower lip, dipping slightly into his mouth before retreating. His brain defaults in that moment from thinking to action, and his hands find her waist, pulling her more firmly into his body. His tongue chases after hers to taste the mouth he's been dreaming of. Her grip on his neck tightens before she slides one hand up into his curls and tilts her head for a deeper kiss, and he groans into her. When they pull back to breathe, she huffs out, "Freaking finally, Abraham," before she dives back against his mouth, pushing him backward onto the arm of the couch.
Well, that was fabulous. That was fabulous.
You said...
I was shooketh. Abraham, our boy. Our gentle baby.
Our small boy.
Yeah. Blue said, "I know what I want."
Blue said...
I've given you time.
Blue said, "I made you food for a rainy day. I stayed with you on the phone for hours when I had... I came over early to help you with stuff, to be alone with you."
Yep. That is one way I got my husband. I made him soup when he was sick. Hey. Which is just a thing I did for friends.
Oh, that's like a thing. I've never had soup when I was sick from you.
Oh,
Guess we're not friends.
I guess not. Huh.
Moving on.
What do we want to say about that one? That you were very uncomfortable writing that one. You were squirming in your seat while we were writing.
There's a reason I don't do it, guys. There's a reason I don't do it, right? Like, I'll read romance. Like, I don't care. I'll, like, watch a romantic thing. I don't care. Though, when I am watching a romantic thing, I also make the same. I'll go, ugh. I fake throw up a lot when it comes to things like this. Like, bleh. I don't like it. It didn't make me uncomfortable. I was just like, oh, this is fine. But I was like, I have to read this out loud. That part.
I feel like it's the same like when I was making my character and I was like, in my profession, I talk about sex a lot. And I'm really comfortable with, hey, what is your comfort level? Let's talk about it. How can we make you more comfortable? How can we make sure it's better for you and your partner?
Yeah.
Like whatever you're doing, right? Like it's part of my, as a marriage and family therapist, you got to be able to talk about sex. Well, a lot of people don't, and that's why I get referred to a lot of couples. Because they're like, Brittany can do sex stuff. Here, go to her.
I don't
wanna. But there is something weird about making a sex thing happen. It's a little, it's different. Yeah. It is different.
My thing is because just like with everything else that I write, what I put on the page is not all that's happening in my brain. And so it's just kind of like, what do we cut?
Oh, because I did ask you for physical sensations.
You did, right? And it's just kind of like, is this podcast rated explicit or not?
I don't think we've talked about that.
It's probably not.
No. But, also okay, so here's the other thing, is like, when I'm not in thinking about sex mode,
yeah,
I can be incredibly naive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, this is cute, and then I don't think about the capacity for naughtiness.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Like, this could have been like, oh, it's the first kiss, and I was like, this is the first kiss with his partner. This is going to move into a relationship that's great. But it could have been like, first kiss you had whenever you were a kid, and whatever. Like, it could have been. Right. It's just not who I am. And
I was thinking that in the back of your mind, you were like, what bits do I cut? You were like, how do I make it sad? That's how I think your brain works.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's how I think your brain works. I just want you to know.
It was already a little sad. He had a moment where his brain was like, I lost a really good friend.
That's gotta be hard. That's a hard decision to make.
Yes. No, for me, it's just kind of like, even in here, this is like, tilts her, slides one hand up into his curls and tilts her head for a deeper kiss, and he groans into her. My brain is like, when they pull apart, there's definitely paragraphs missing between that and that. Oh. So it's just kind of like, no.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, I've known that capacity is in you because I've seen you play a bard.
I was gonna say earlier, I was like, there's some Frankie energy in this. Please name her Frankie.
In this?
Yes.
I don't have a name yet.
I know. No, in the
she
in the specifically like, no, you're wrong, idiot. I was like, oh wow, okay, that's who we're gonna be.
Also,
creating problems for all of your friends right now.
So I didn't have it. Frankie is it. Frankie, that she's just been she and her throughout this whole thing. Her name is Frankie.
Her name is Frankie now.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. I love that. I love that we have a name.
Something.
Yes. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna read mine.
Okay.
So I'll just jump in. Mabel said that we were going to a party, so I got ready for a party. Dark red dress, open hair in my usual, never failing to deliver, half up, half down, but the curls were not popping. My shoes had some height, but were good for dancing. I had a sandwich with thick sourdough bread to preload carbs so that I wouldn't get wasted too quickly. This was not a party. I could tell as we walked up to the door because I could not hear any music from the yard. It became obvious when we opened the door and inside was a group of people filling a room of mismatched chairs and tables topped with random board games spread throughout the room. There was music, funky rap beats with words from another language playing in the background. It would have been good music if it wasn't too quiet. There was clearly no dancing here. Mabel showed me around. This was a welcome room. Cute. Oh, hold on. Next to it was a room with food. Strange that it wasn't in the kitchen or something was what I was thinking until I started trying it. Delicious. They can put this food wherever they want, and I would eat it. Maybe the night wouldn't be a wash. Maybe some of those games included dice or some sort of betting action. I think I'm feeling better about tonight. Mabel introduced me to Broham. Tall, skinny, lengthy arms, smiling large with big teeth. Is he too happy? He says hi and asks me if I'm a hugger or a hander. I laugh. I think I'll start as a hander and build up to a hugger if that's all right. Of course, he says. He takes my hand in both of his, and it feels more like a hand hug instead of a handshake. And he says something along the lines of, any friend of Mabel's is a friend of mine. And I realize he means that. He then introduces me to Blue, his partner, who shakes my hand immediately, exclaiming, welcome, nice to meet you. She explains the rules of the house. Just in case no one's told you, these are the places that are off limits. But you've got free reign to this, and the backyard. We're starting such and such video game in the garage if you prefer video games to board games. And then it goes into kind of thought process. This is nice. And it's fun. But I feel itchy. But on the inside. Something is missing. A lack of excitement. I can feel myself laughing a lot. And it stops there, and then it just goes into my thought process, right? Because it's not a lack of excitement, it's a lack of adrenaline. When you run on adrenaline so much, it changes your baseline. And that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
And then you feel off without it, right? So she's uncomfortable at first because she's looking for the gotcha or the trick or like someone, like there's no danger or anything, right? There's no element of surprise, right? And so she feels uncomfortable at first, and then she realizes what she was feeling about Abraham is that he was too genuine. And so in my headcanon, she feels uncomfortable. She leaves the night like, yeah, that was a good time. I can honestly say I had a good time, but like, it feels weird. And she says, but you know, not my scene. But then she can't stop coming back. You know?
We love returners in our house. I get that though, like that part where she's like, he feels too genuine. There are some people that are a little bit too earnest, and I'm like, the energy you're coming at me with, I don't know if it's real or not, but it's too much. So I'm gonna need to pass.
and it's strange because it's not like this person is bad. They're not doing anything wrong. But it almost is like inviting into a level of vulnerability that I'm not ready for yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I can't handle that. I need guards up on both of our parts for some time to feel comfortable, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And there's people who, and like Abraham seems like he is good, right? And that he's going to have boundaries, right?
And if
but
he
I
doesn't,
think,
blue us.
Right. But I think when you meet people in real life who give off that kind of energy, what you're sensing is the lack of boundaries. This person is going to, like, they want to bring me in and we're going to get super close, but then there's suddenly going to be all this pressure and responsibilities. Like, suddenly we're best friends, but that means we're best friends and I don't know you. I don't know you. And then I'm gonna like slip up and you're gonna be super angry and you're still a stranger to me, but you're expecting me to act like we're best friends, and now it's gonna be uncomfortable. Right? And so I think that like in real life that's a thing that can happen.
Yeah,
that's how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I like it. And I think it's fair for this character to be like, he's a little bit too genuine. Because like, yeah, I'm painting my boy Abraham, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure canonically he's older than I am. My baby boy, who's at least a decade older than me, born 2 weeks ago. Like I would feel the same way, where I'd be like, that's a lot, guy. Like, yo, especially like if I genuinely liked him, I feel like I would fit Blue's character a lot more, where I'd be like, I like you a lot, you need better boundaries. Yeah. Because like you were going to be hurt a lot and someone's gonna have to deal with you being hurt, or you're going to pretend you're not hurt and I'm gonna like watch you crumble because you're not gonna reach out to help because you feel like that's gonna be a burden on someone. Okay, I am also Abraham at some points, but like we're just kind of like, we need boundaries.
I feel like you've been Abraham and that's why you've grown into Blue.
Yes, my babies.
Yeah.
And I think that like there is something to be said, because I'm just kind of like, wow, yeah, you have a lot of energy, you're very friendly, I don't need more friends. That is a me thing. That's my own trauma. I'm like, I don't need more friends.
That's hilarious.
Refer back to the opening of episode 2. You're not my friends.
You're not. That was a sad opening.
I just misspoke.
You misspoke about the friends part, which actually, no, it's not. It's actually very healthy, because parasocial relationships can get really dangerous. And it would be good to clarify, I don't want stalkers.
Oh, that's true.
Not flattering to me.
That's not flattering.
Right? I was very iffy about putting myself on the internet, because fame is not what I want.
For sure.
Not what I desire.
We're not
right. which is reassuring to me. Yeah. But also, like, it is dangerous for people to, I know so much about this person.
Absolutely.
And so I feel so close to this person.
That's why I was like, you don't need to use your name, but you're like, it's fine.
Yeah. So, good stuff.
Yeah. This was good. I enjoyed the, like, walking into this. I enjoyed that, like, she was making it for herself. You know, like, I also really like the idea of everybody's just like in jeans, some people are in sweats, and she's just like open back, red dress, hi, hello, what's up?
Yeah.
But nobody's saying anything to her about it. She's like, that's fine. I would wonder if they'd be like, oh, do you want to change of clothes? Just like, here's some stuff. Like, just, no, I don't feel like they would offer, because I feel like it would be like, oh, you're, like, offering is like, oh, would you like something to change into? Makes it feel like there's something. But I also feel like they just have friends crash there. It's like, oh, if you want to be more comfortable, we just got, like.
Yeah. Hey, I noticed you're in high heels.
Do you want slippers? Because we got a lot. Oh man, this is definitely a shoes on household. Or when you go in, because no, shoes on, because everybody's here. Could you imagine having a house? Like, you would need a room for the shoes.
That's true.
And then everybody would go in there like, where are my shoes?
Right.
Which shoes are mine? Like, this is a shoes on household, which would drive me insane. It could not be my house. We have like plenty of people here. It's like, take off your shoes. All in the entryway.
Deal with it when you leave.
Yeah.
Find your shoes.
It's not my problem right now. You can leave them outside the door if you want to. You can put them, but don't walk in my house with yours.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like, I really like how, it's portrayed from your end. The hander, it's technically my fault.
It's the verbiage you gave me.
It's the verbiage I gave you. But I am tired. I thought this was really fun. I also like kind of want to see what else her and Mabel get up to. Frankie and Mabel, what do they get up to?
Right. What do they get up to? Because like, there was clearly some sort of miscommunication. And they are friends, so they've done things together. And so Mabel is in that scene somewhat.
Yeah.
Right? And why did she think Frankie would be into this scene?
Was it
because Frankie is wondering why Mabel thought that she'd be into that scene.
My brain is like, this was an April Fool's Day party. Like, and it was just like, hey, oh, April Fool's falls on a Saturday or Sunday or a Friday. Like, it's chill. Hey, we're gonna have a game night. We're gonna like, but we'd be like, no jokes here, guys. Do all that outside the house. Don't be practically a joke. We're gonna have
or I mean, there's fun things that you could do for like an April Fool's gift. Like if you like win a game tournament, you get some kind of gift, but then it's like a gag gift.
Yeah. Oh yeah, something like that. Or all the food is like silly, like mud pies, and it's like. Yeah, just food that looks gross but is delicious. Things like that. And so maybe she's like, oh, we're going to a party and it's April Fool's. And Mabel's like, ha ha.
Look, I got you to dress up, come in high heels. Hilarious. Yeah, it works. Maybe that was it. I'm excited to see her and Abraham interact more.
Oh yeah. Well, that sounds like we kind of like want to come back to these characters at some point.
Yeah, maybe that'll be another episode.
Yeah, maybe it will. I think that could be interesting to see, like, if we have people who are watching this, if there are like scenarios that you would like to see them in. Like, I want to see like what your thought process are. Definitely down there in the comments, if there's something that you have a prompt for, just put like, for Abraham, prompt. For Frankie, prompt. Or you could put our names too, depending. For both, whatever. Because I definitely think that could be another episode of us like revisiting these characters.
Yeah.
And like putting them in like fun, relaxing spots or tight spots or different things like that. And by the time this comes out, we will have been writing more, so I think that you'll feel a little bit more comfortable jumping into these different things.
Yeah.
So that could be fun.
That could be fun.
And I enjoyed our hangout, which is like half of the podcast is just us talking and chilling.
I will say that we made a plan for what we were going to do today so that it would be faster.
That's true.
And the writing portion was quick.
Yes.
But the talking bits
was less quick.
Goodness. We should cut those and like put them somewhere else.
Oh, you want this other podcast?
I want to pin for later.
Let's see if you guys want to pin for later podcasts. Not podcasts, small little radio bits that we would release behind.
Oh no, I want more conversations about them.
Okay, well, full on conversations where we're in a different room drinking coffee.
Yeah.
There's just this table between us because we're not writing anything. Like, that's how I drink coffee.
It's true. It's disturbing every time.
Okay, we're wrapping it up. So thanks for joining us for these tales. If you are looking for any of the extra things we do, down there in the Down There Square, I've got another podcast I do, I've got a YouTube that I do, I've got a blog that I do. I'm not going to give any more information about them, but they're downstairs there. Also, I make playlists every month, which we said in the last episode that did not get edited, so we're saying it here. Yeah, so...
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Because during the last episode, you asked me what media I had been taking, and there were no books, but there was your podcast for the month.
podcast playlist.
Your playlist for the month, and it has still been good. It's been good for my workouts. I've been working out in the morning.
Oh, nice.
Right, and it has been very good. Like the beginning of the playlist has been very good for my cardio portion. Right, and then it gets into some sad bits, and that's good for like the shower portion. My workout.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So it's still been very good, and then it goes. I think then it goes back to like being upbeat or whatever, and I'm doing work.
Excellent. It's a great time. So like, I'm always gonna put like links to whatever the current playlist is. So we're planning to do 2 a month, 2 videos posted a month. So you will get the first video that comes out in the month. I'll have the playlist for that month. The second video that comes out is going to be Brittany's Vibe Queen Choice. So, I think what's going to be down in the bottom of this one is May. Yeah.
Will be May's. We'll start with May's. I have some backlogged that I would like to talk about. There's one particular playlist. I won't mention it now.
I thought you just wanted to do an episode on it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. So there's actually 2 specific ones that I want to do an episode on that I want to write through.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, I feel like it inspires story to me.
Okay.
And I want to do that.
The soundtrack of a movie will be this playlist that we won't be able to play.
You will just need the link to the playlist.
Yes.
And then you'll have to be able to listen to the playlist as we're writing through.
Yeah.
So you can match up the playlist of songs, because we're not paying for the copyright.
Absolutely
stuff
not.
for the songs.
No, it wouldn't. Yeah, we would be everything would be blocked.
I don't have any money.
Yeah.
I don't have any money.
I don't have any money.
I just gave the BBS $500.
Oh.
So, I don't have any money.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys later. Remember to, I don't know, we don't have an outro. At the beginning of the first one, I said something about like continue intaking stories or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't remember what
really
you said
cool.
the first one.
Me neither.
We should revisit it and then
start that one later. Yeah, but as for now,
bye.
Bye.
That was good. How long? What's the damage?
This one is at 2 hours and 45 minutes. Jiminy, can we ever get something under 2.5 hours?